So I've worked with Pat and the Tempus team for I think about 3.5 years now, across about 5 different clients of ours, and that's actually multiple projects within that. Originally we engaged with Tempus because I was familiar with their drone and their aerials. We've used them across interviews and events and producing brand films, and I don't think I've found something that Tempus haven't really been able to kick goals in yet. The hardest thing we have with suppliers, and especially in videography and photography, is inflexible production agencies. I mean, obviously working in the construction industry at the moment, especially, there's timelines are always shifting around, and we need to be quite nimble in how we work with them. Plug in the gap in marketing, we need to work with our clients to continue a narrative around sales and what's happening, even though sometimes there may not be that much happening. So yeah, I think that's where kind of Tempus plug a nice gap for us as a supplier to kind of think about some of these ideas. We can brief them, it may not be the whole idea, and we can film stuff in 2 or 3 different ways to get the content that we need. So I think it's really important in how I service clients, and that comes down to always being available, always having ideas, being helpful, and I see that in the Tempus team. If you send an email or a brief, it's always going to be responded to quickly. Even if it's not the full response, it's at least an acknowledgement. That they've got it, which is definitely not a given in the industry. If you need to speak to Pat or a number of the team, they're generally there for you or respond to you pretty quickly. So yeah, communication is key. Working with them as problem solvers, as that extension of the team, has been really important, and again why they're such a valuable supplier to the property agency.